thank everybody for being here and for your support of our family, of Marcus from the beginning. All throughout, from birth throughout. Marcus, when we were dating, you probably remember we were actually in Japan on the train, and we were coming from visiting Miriam and Russ, who were stationed in Japan at the time, and Layla was only 3 months old, I think. And this is Layla right here, so that's how long ago that was. And you said to me that one of your dreams was to be the CEO of an air station. And that I had a responsibility in that if I was going to do it, that I'd have to be the head of the Wives Club, to which I called the Sunbeams. But since that moment, it became very clear to me how important getting that position would be. And it's so surreal that it's happening right now. There was never a doubt in my mind that you would get here. And I think it's just so amazing to all of us because we know you still have so much more runway to go. So to accomplish this goal so early, it's just a beautiful thing. And I'm so happy to be here by your side. Our family here to support you. As you can see, these people who are here from all different parts of your life to be here to support you all along this journey. And then again, as you continue on in whatever you want to accomplish in this world. But the one thing I want to focus on right now is the fact that Marcus does so much beyond just this position. He does so much to cater to support all the young men and women who are coming up behind him. And when I say he pours himself into young people, I mean that. Late nights, weekends, it doesn't matter. If they need him, he is there for them. And it called me to think about what I could do to honor you and this new accomplishment, because what you're doing is establishing and continuing a legacy. And a legacy is something that's a gift. It's a gift that is given from one generation to another. It's tangible. It's built. And that is something you are not only doing, but it's something that you're a part of. And you do it so humbly. One of the things that you haven't talked about a lot is the fact that you are only the 4th African American in the Coast Guard history to be the commander of an air station. With the help of your friend Brax, with the help of Miriam and Russ in getting this gift here, with the help of those who came before you and really wanting to let you see that this legacy is something that you're a part of and continue, and I have something for you. Right here, baby. Behind you. So these are ago, the first African American captain of an air station took their position, and now 40 years later, Marcus continues that legacy.
Well, calm down.
That's speechless. So we definitely had both of their blessings to put this together, and I promised them that I would give them a piece of this in case they wanted to recreate it. But this is something you should understand. You're so humble. You never talk about this. But a lot of people look up to you because of this, Marcus.
I told myself I wasn't gonna cook.
So this really does have me speechless. I can't even begin to describe this right here. This is, you know, I had goals about what I wanted to do in the Coast Guard, and what's funny is that a lot of my goals about what I wanted to do just centered around being in long enough so I could just make the road easier for those that were coming behind me. And that's all I really wanted to do. I get asked often, you know, what keeps me going, what keeps me doing these things, and it's always been because there's people behind me that I've asked to come into the service, that decided to come to the service, and I just want to be here to protect them and make sure that their road is easier than the road that I had. So what happened before me, and this was never a thought, but it's still not lost on me what this means. And to put this together like this is beyond belief. So thank you, baby, obviously, for this. And obviously everybody that's here, you are the reason why I'm able to be here in this position. I've said a number of times that I am just beyond blessed with coming in contact with so many good people that always had my best interests at heart, supported me, and pushed me. I've always had people around me that motivated me as well, that I was in awe of. And looking around it's a representation. I mean, obviously my family, my parents, but Julian, my high school friend that I met, you know, junior year in high school, you know, he's here. He traveled from Georgia with his wife and his mother. Mama, I know you here. There you are. You know, came from Georgia. My cousin came from Colorado. You know, I got cousins and family members that's here in Texas that drove. One drove from Dallas and back to Dallas yesterday, but he wanted to be there at the ceremony. You know, but people, I told Mark, and I told Marcus Akins earlier that when my dad made me go to AIM, which is a summer program my junior year. I wasn't even thinking about the academy, but he made me go to AIM. And after that, I had some interest, and I decided that if I got accepted, I was going to go. Me and my dad traveled up to the academy my senior year, and I knew I was going to sign up, but I was still kind of nervous if that was really the right move. But when I got to the academy, and they matched me up with Marcus, who was also from Georgia, and he introduced me to Mark Harris. That right there began everything that has happened since then. And I have been truly blessed. Walt, I called you out at the ceremony. But y'all don't know, Walt has been at almost every major accomplishment that I have done in my career.
You can't make me cry now.
But he really has. And I don't think you guys really understand, because I didn't really want to get into it. But in my class, there was 4 African American males. Me, Walt, Cliff, and Luke. And after our sophomore year, you know, things happened, whatnot, but I was the only one that remained. And I tell people, and it's not a joke, I was seriously out the door myself. Because I said to myself, I can't do 2 years by myself. But Wolf was not here, but Mike Wolf, he was a freshman and he was thinking about leaving. And I was trying to get him to stay. So I would talk to him, you gotta stay, you just give it a chance, you gotta stay. Then I would go back to my room and be like, I'm leaving. But I end up saying like, hey, I can't leave, and as I'm telling him to leave. But for those next 2 years, every time things got tough and I really thought that I was gonna leave, I swear God intervened, and one of them called me. And they was just like, you better make sure you are there when they graduate. And we cut them up. And they did. When I graduated, they were there. They've been there ever since. And I can't thank y'all enough for that. Because I was leaving. But that began everything. That began my passion to make sure that everybody else is taken care of and given back, because it was done for me. Mark has taken care of me since day one. Akins has been next to me since day one. Everybody here. I even got friends, Frank, Matt's not here, but Frank and May. I met Frank at Syracuse grad school. We was together in grad school for 14 months. Went down to DC. We were roommates for a year. He traveled, his wife traveled all the way from New York to be here. And that just shows you what I've been blessed with. God has continuously put people in my life that continue to push me. And so all I'm trying to do is just pay people back that did it for me. So we're here for 2 years. Those that's in Houston, we're going to do these barbecues every month. But no, seriously, thank you. We can't thank you enough for your guys' support in the family prayers, because I know you guys have been praying for you and whatnot. So, and Memphis, I gotta shout out Memphis. You know, I got flight school. You know, like I said, all throughout my career, if I look out in the crowd, all throughout my career, there is somebody that I have met that is here today that pushed me to get to this point. So the BG,
Yeah.
One time.
that crew there.
We kept them there.
Yeah, they were freshmen when I was seniors. And they used to say all the time, they used to say, I don't see how you could do it being the only one. And I used to tell them, I said, because of y'all. Like, I'm not leaving and just leave y'all and see me leave and y'all there. So those things is what continues to push me to continue to sow back into other people. People sold into me, so I gotta sow into others. So, thank you.
Thank you.